Brett, who is your garbage person of the week this week?
This might be the most ridiculous, horrible thing that a Trump cabinet member has done. And my garbage person of the week is Kristi Noem. As this report says, Ice Barbie, Kristi Noem, is backing an insane reality TV show where immigrants compete for fast-tracked citizenship. It was reported by the Daily Mail, so people are like, is it true, is it not? There is confirmation of this kind of a thing, which I will get to, acknowledged as being under consideration by the Department of Homeland Security, despite weird, like, I'm glad that you caught us doing this kind of rumblings. But in case you don't know who Kristi Noem is, you may know her from such stolen valor photo ops as when she wasn't in the Coast Guard and wasn't fighting fires in the snow. And if you think, well, she just wants to do on-the-job training, that's why she is wearing those ridiculous outfits. You might also remember her from going on Fox News in some kind of G.I. Joe Border Patrol outfit, wildly unnecessary for this appearance. And even if she wasn't wearing that, she has completely changed her appearance to fit the made-for-TV cabinet that is Donald Trump's selections. But here's more about the actual pitch itself. According to the Daily Mail's Sean Cohen, the proposed series is called The American, named after the train that contestants would ride around the country competing in regionally specific, quote, cultural contests, as rolling logs in Wisconsin and in Detroit contestants would have to put together a chassis for the 1914 Model T Ford on the assembly line. They even have a slide. And as someone who has pitched reality shows, this is exactly what it is, where you say every episode will feature colon and the generic God bless America to appeal to the people at Fox Nation that might finance something like this as they're pouring gobs of money, keep it up, on Kevin Costner and Martin Scorsese. Everything will have a heritage challenge, an elimination challenge, a town hall meeting, and a final vote. Now, Noem is even offering up officials from the US Citizenship and Immigration Services to tally votes for the made-for-TV contest. DHS actually responded, as I mentioned earlier. DHS spokeswoman Tricia McLaughlin acknowledged that the agency is considering the idea, but slammed the Daily Mail's reporting of Noem's involvement as, quote, an affront to journalism. However, and there is always a however, the dailymail.com has confirmed that Noem supports the project and wants to proceed. And McLaughlin said, quote, I think it's a good idea. The very DHS spokeswoman that I mentioned said, quote, I think it's a good idea. And the fact that you think it is a good idea and you said so is exactly what's wrong. That's it. John, thoughts?
Yeah, that same DHS spokesperson will, when Noem appears in the final episode, be like, this is just a demonstration of how tapped into regular people she is. It's all BS. It's all terrible. I mean, I am surprised that they're not just dropping them on an island and giving them pointy sticks to stab each other with, and the one who survives becomes a citizen. Maybe that'll be like season 2 or something like that. But yeah, no, it's ridiculous. By the way, they're gonna be doing cultural contests. I'm on the edge of my seat to find out which cultures are gonna have things put into these contests. I bet it's gonna represent all of the different contributions to America from across time and across the geography of our great nation and everything. No, of course not. The entire thing they're terrible. They're just so terrible.
All of Donald Trump, it's no surprise. Everything about this presidency is something that went through the ungodly machine of television. He chose Pete Hegseth because he was on Fox. He chose Kristi Noem because she would do cosplay weird things like this all the time.
Yeah,
that is what's happening, and it's so horrifying. It's like television is a dying medium. This kind of behavior is insane because it's different from having the normal contestants on reality shows, which is narcissists and people who feel like they themselves would disappear if there wasn't a camera pointed on them, versus the people who would be competing in this kind of event, which are people that just want a better life.
Yeah.
And if you fall off a log during the log rolling competition, you get sent back to the place you were seeking refuge from.
It's insane. Yeah.
It's so depraved that like it just might happen. And that's what's so sad. It's this weird, like, it's related to the death wish Freud always talked about, where we gravitate to things that are bad for us. This is exactly it. This is the thing we're afraid of happening to us. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And like, at the same time, these folks are just gonna delight in it.
Oh yeah, no, they'll cheer. I mean, they probably won't even watch the last episode when someone actually becomes a citizen, but they'll delight in the people being sent away, and like look at the messages that are being sent about what qualifies you to be a citizen. Okay, so if you flagellate yourself for other citizens to delight in, to be entertained, you go through all this stuff, you maybe get close to drowning or something, then maybe get to be a citizen, or you could pay $5 million. Then you just become a citizen automatically, because the money is better than the person who's willing to fight for it, to study for it, whatever. Just rich people. You either nearly die or be rich. Those are the two paths forward.
And here's a categorical competition that I can already declare a winner in. Among undocumented immigrants and American citizens, who commits more crimes per capita? American citizens. Period.
So like American presidents are even higher.
Yeah, and so if you had that kind of competition, like, first of all, most Americans can't log roll in Wisconsin.
No, yeah, and I mean, look, obviously, as everybody's already said, how many of these people constantly talking about patriotism would be able to pass the citizenship test?
None of them.
Donald Trump thinks that birthright citizenship isn't a thing. He's already failing. He doesn't understand any of these rights. If you enjoyed that, make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming an actual member. But you're probably wondering, why the hell would I do that, John? First off, calm down. The stakes in this are very, very low. But also, when you click the join button and you become a member, you get access to bonus content that I make every week, and it's a ton of fun. You get access to tons of custom emojis and more besides that. By the way, if you join at tier 3, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself and other awesome people, and we always have a great time. By the way, you'll get all that going forward, but you also unlock years of the back catalog. That is literally 100 or more bonus clips, top 10 lists, debates, and more. What are you waiting for? Click the join button below. Your support powers our show, and we couldn't do it without you. Or at the very least, I wouldn't really want to try. Viewers like you keep me here. So thank you in advance for joining.